Hi, my name is Teacher. Today I'm going to be making uh, a guide, a short reference to phonemes and speech pathology and connecting the two together. The reason I'm doing this is to try and level the playing field for students and parents regarding sound manipulation and speech pathology. Some kids already know how to read when they come into kindergarten, and some kids have never seen a book before, unfortunately. Um, Hopefully, this set of videos will equip people with an arsenal of communication skill and knowledge to successfully allow them to function in a mean and difficult world to navigate. This could be a big help to students, parents, ESL teachers, and anyone who might be having trouble with enunciation, pronunciation, speech impediments, or someone learning English for the first time. These videos will by no means be perfect or complete, but they will be based on my own personal thoughts and experiences and any education. All of this could be improved upon, I'm sure, or even wrong, but if it helps at least one person, then it was worth doing. I believe that information and knowledge should be free to all to try and make a positive impact that raises and enlightens human civilization to new heights. These videos will give a short breakdown of how to write phoneme sounds and break them down into their respective grapheme character combinations. We will also break down the physical steps and speech path of every single sound in the English language. Pardon me. Um, Phoneme will be a term that you will hear thrown around in educational communities. It's just a fancy word for um, the 44 core sounds in the English language. So 44 core sounds. All right, and now what these are basically just the different ways to break down the sounds into their simplest form. So, for example, we'll do an F sound. An F sound is like this. We'll show it shown like that. That is how you write an F sound. These lines will show you. Now, there will be different ways to write them. Usually there could be a graph. So any graph is just any mark, a graph. It's from the Greek, I'm imagining. And it's just a mark. So it would be one letter. So for F, it would be the F sound. F, like in fat or food. Now, there could also be a digraph way. So di means two. There's a double F. Like waffle or Luftwaffe. Luftwaffe, German Air Force. All right. Now there could also be trigraphs and the odd quadrigraph. The only one that I can think of off the top of my head would be for a short A and the letter 8, EIGHT. So in that word, AEIGH, something either before or after, that's a quadrigraph 4. So there's also for F, obviously PH for phone, physics, and there's also GH, oddly, like in laugh or cough. Now, some of these are going to be quite difficult concepts for some students to understand and especially for ESL people to understand, because there's a million words in the English language and a lot of them are very difficult to understand. They could be coming from other languages like Hossa from Black Panther that has clicks in it, or Arabic languages have sometimes have a phlegmy sound in some of their words, or Scandinavian languages have like an up and down motion, just where the sounds are going up and down, and it will affect the way that people talk and breathe in and out and do different things. A friend of mine from Singapore, her name was CN. She's an environmental scientist, very smart actually. She spoke Chinese, and she told me there was 14 different ways to say the word shoe. She was like shoe, 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 and they all meant different things, and they could have had emotional connotation to them, or response in them that we couldn't even understand as a language, because all we've ever learned was English. So we need to be patient with people, because if they're trying to learn English and trying to speak it, we shouldn't be low-key bigots and make fun of people because they can't say delivery. We could help them change their way of thinking and how to speak to other people, so that it does sound right, and they're not, pushed into congregations of just their own people, and we can all get along. My friend Nav told me that when he was a boy, he had a terrible speech impediment, and what made him stop having a speech impediment was he forced himself not to anymore, because he didn't want to be made fun of anymore. And unfortunately, that is a driving force that should be used. People don't want to sound like fools. They don't want to sound wrong. They want to sound right. And they deserve to sound right. We need to help them get their point across and be able to empower people so that they can spread knowledge to other people. Yeah. All right. Now, when we're breaking down sounds, we have to think about all of the parts and all of the motions and everything that we're doing in speech pathology. The first thing we have to think about in speech path is, our breathing. So number one, our inhalation and exhalation. Number two, back to number one. Breathing in, breathing out. Usually in English, most of the sounds are whilst we're breathing out. So that's going to be a little bit easier, but it will still come into point. Number two, we should be thinking about where our teeth are. Are they open? Are they closed? Are they together? Are they clenched? Are your molars clenched? Are your front teeth clenched together? What's against them? Is anything pressing against them? Are the teeth part of the vibration? Number three, we need to think about our tongue and our jaw. Where is our tongue? Where is our jaw? It's going to move they're going to move together. Is it tucked in like a drawer? Is it pulled out? Is it open? Is it wide? Is it to the side a little bit? Probably not, but these are things that we have to think about. And number four, our lips. Are they together? Are they pursed? Are they squished together? Are they making an O? Are they making flat? Are they pulled back? Are they tight together? Are they making a kissy sound? These are all things that we have to think about. And finally, most importantly, I think, the vibrations. Where are the vibrations coming from? Are the vibrations coming from your guts? Are they coming from down below? Are they coming from your chest? From your heart? Are they coming from the bottom of your throat? Are they coming from the top of your throat, or higher, or right in your nose, or where are they coming from? So the ability to isolate and locate where the sound is coming from is infinitely important, because if you can't figure out what your mouth's doing, your teeth, your tongue, your jaw, your lips, um, your lungs breathing in and out and control those things, very important for singing. And a lot of these things could, I would say, be repaired by singing lessons. Now, if a student is um, making a wrong sound, for example, if they're making a w when they're trying to make a r, an r sound, you can go over these videos and figure out the mechanics of what sound they're making, and then reverse engineer it and figure out what they're making, show them what they're doing, and show them how to remedy or repair it with little tricks or visual cues. Like for an R, I would say you have to coil your tongue back like a spring in the back of your throat and kind of make a growling sound. So you would just, there are different ways and tactics to make something relatable, and through emotion, through experience, through everything like that. And I believe it's worth doing. People are worth your time, and they're worth every little bit of everything that you can give them. And the better equipped they are with skills and the ability to communicate, the easier their lives will be, and and the better, a better place the world will be. So I just hope that this helps someone at least.